The place was known as the Mansion of the Bleak House. The hallways of this old mansion were lined with drenched wallpaper and filled with furniture, but the reputation of this place was all about its ghost. Jack was a young researcher who combined his skills in web design with his research abilities. His three companions had very different talents. Morrigan's face changed, and for a moment, the face of a young woman appeared. Her eyes filled with tears as she said, "I am Evelyn. I remember," she said. But after this moment, the team moved on to the final stage of the ritual and tried to expel the Morrigan. This time, however, the ritual was more complicated than they had previously thought. Grachila completed the medical components of the ritual, while the others created a protection spell. Finally, the ritual was successfully completed, and with a burst of light, the Morrigan disappeared. The mansion of the Bleak House was now at peace. The team smiled at each other as they successfully exorcised the ghost. The story ends with the mansion ghost-free and peaceful as the team members' adventure comes to an end. In addition to sharing this experience, the group grew closer to each other. And so, the story of Morrigan, the ghost of Bleak House's mansion, came to an end, but new adventures and discoveries were always at the door for the team. After exorcising Morrigan, the team was relieved, but the peace was short-lived. A few days later, strange events began again in the gloomy mansion. The lights started flashing again, the furniture kept moving, and this time even more violently. Grachila began to investigate these new developments, and her findings were frightening. There were signs that the ghost had returned, but this time, the Morrigan seemed to be growing stronger. One night, in the oldest part of the mansion, team members discovered a mysterious room. It was an old research room from the period when the mansion was built. Alaric thought that this room had some connection to the ghost of the past, but while investigating the room, the team members suddenly found themselves in a strange dimensional transition. This dimensional passage was a dark and terrifying place where time and space intertwine. The ghostly Morrigan was even more powerful here, and as the team tried to escape this dimensional trap, they resisted the Morrigan's attacks, but they risked getting lost in the dimensional passage. The team had to develop new strategies to overcome this terrifying dimensional passage and defeat the Morrigan once again. The team felt trapped in the dimensional passage. There was only darkness in every direction, and this dimensional passage felt like a place where time had decayed. But the characters combined their skills to survive in this dangerous environment. Alaric began searching for clues hidden in writings inside the old research room. These clues showed how to open the dimensional portal and weaken the Morrigan. While Zephyr tried to understand the dimensional energies, Grachila worked to protect her team members from the negative effects of this terrifying environment, but the Morrigan's attacks were even more intense. Suddenly appearing inside the dimensional portal, the ghost used the characters' fears and worst memories to weaken them. In the end, Alaric discovered a symbol in the old research room, and using this symbol, they managed to open the dimensional portal. However, this not only opened the door to the dimensional portal, but also drew the Morrigan inside. Inside the dimensional portal, a magical conflict between the characters and the Morrigan began. Zephyr weakened the Morrigan by channeling energy waves. Alaric tried to control the dimensional portal using the symbol, and Grachila made efforts to protect the health of the team members. With a magical explosion, the Morrigan finally left the dimensional portal and disappeared inside the gloomy mansion. This time, however, she didn't seem to disappear completely, and the team closed the dimensional portal, leaving the gloomy mansion in peace. However, They didn't know where the Morrigan had gone or if she would ever return. After the Morrigan disappeared from the dimensional portal, peace seemed to return to the gloomy mansion. For a long time, the team thought that nothing had happened, but this was misleading. Zephyr noticed that energy fluctuations were still occurring, and this caught his attention. One day, while the team was investigating the gloomy mansion, an unexpected event occurred. Graciela mysteriously fell ill while conducting a medical examination and suddenly fainted. Alaric immediately sought medical attention, but Graciela's condition quickly deteriorated, with Graciela rapidly weakening due to an unknown illness. The team searched for an immediate solution. Zephyr thought that the energy fluctuations were linked to Graciela's illness and decided to re-examine the mysterious happenings at the mansion. Just then, strange events began to take place in the gloomy mansion, indicating the presence of another ghost. As the team tried to figure out who this new ghost was and why it had appeared, one night, they encountered it in an old library of the gloomy mansion. In the library, the ghost introduced itself as Alicia. Alicia was a painter who used to live in the mansion and had been transformed into a ghost after her death. However, as a ghost, she had different abilities. Alicia had the ability to visually recreate the events of the past, and with this ability she began to investigate the origin of Graciela's illness. By tracing the events of the past, Alicia discovered that Graciela's illness was related to the return of the Morrigan. The Morrigan's energy was still present in the gloomy mansion and was causing Graciela's illness. The team decided to come up with a new plan to neutralize the Morrigan once again, but this time, they needed more help. Coincidentally, they met Lorenzo, another investigator who was watching the events unfold in the gloomy mansion. While watching the events, Lorenzo was caught in a dimensional shift and joined the team, and Graciela's condition worsened as the team formulated a new plan. Zephyr decided to learn how to control the Morrigan and Alicia using energy fluctuations. Alaric began researching to find out more about the Morrigan's past, and Lorenzo brought a strategic perspective to the team. Finally, the team prepared for a major confrontation in the gloomy mansion. They gained new abilities to fight the Morrigan's energy and save Graciela, but this time, more secrets and dangers awaited them in the gloomy mansion, as the team made a great effort to neutralize the Morrigan and save Graciela. But things had become more complicated, and the team needed more help. One day, they met Adara, another person who was doing research in the gloomy mansion. Adara was a paranormal investigator with a mysterious story. Thanks to her own abilities to communicate with ghosts, Adara specialized in understanding ghosts' pasts and why they were still in this world. After hearing news of the Morrigan's existence, she decided to investigate the gloomy mansion. The team found Adara's skills valuable and decided to include her in the team. Adara made a great contribution to the team by using her skills in understanding the emotional TIs of ghosts and why they still remain in this world. She did in-depth research into the ghostly Alicia and Morrigan's pasts, and with this information, she created a new plan. With Adara's help, the team began to unravel more mysteries in the gloomy mansion. They further uncovered the connection between the Morrigan's return and Graciella's illness. This time, however, the Morrigan's energy grew stronger and the conflict intensified. One night, Adara's abilities helped the Morrigan see the deep darkness of her past. She revealed the crimes the Morrigan had committed before her death, and the reason she was still in this world. This information helped the team develop a new banishment ritual, and the team made a final effort to implement the new ritual. Fighting against the Morrigan's powerful energy and old sins, they successfully completed the new ritual. This time, the Morrigan was completely neutralized. Graciella recovered from her illness, and the team continued to investigate more ghosts with new member Adara. As the team solved the mysteries of the gloomy mansion, they gained a new friend and prepared for more paranormal adventures. After Adara joined the team decided to embark on a new paranormal adventure. This time, their mission was to solve the strange happenings in a mysterious old farmhouse. According to local legends, the farmhouse was haunted by ghosts and curses. When the team arrived at the farmhouse, Adara's abilities immediately came in handy. She made contact with the ghosts in the house and began to understand their stories. The ghosts had remained in this world as part of an old family drama, but the farmhouse wasn't just a problem for the ghosts. The team discovered that an object believed to be cursed was also in the house. This object was like a key to the ghost's continued existence. The team began to work towards both exorcising the ghosts and lifting the curse. Adara used the ghosts' past regrets and emotional TIs to try to put them to rest. Alaric began to investigate the origin of the curse and tried to find a way to neutralize the object. This time, however, the farmhouse was filled with more mysteries. At night, the screams of the ghosts and the effects of the curse grew stronger. As the team fought the ghosts and the curse, they also began to confront their own internal animosities and regrets. In the end, the team was able to put the ghosts to rest and lift the curse. The farmhouse was now free of ghosts and the curse. But the team's adventure gave them the opportunity to better understand both the complexities of the ghosts' world and their own internal animosities. After successfully ending the paranormal adventure at the farmhouse, the team prepared for new missions to solve more mysteries. Adara's abilities helped the team dig deeper each time. Zephyr learned how to control the energies of ghosts, while Lorenzo continued to conduct research to uncover the unknowns behind the mysterious events. Their next mission took them to the Dark Scream Manor, an old mansion. This mansion had an eerie reputation, and locals said that at night terrible screams came from the mansion. The team set out to solve this mystery, and when they arrived, the effects of the ghosts and curses were immediately apparent. The team began to investigate the history of the ghosts and the curse. Adara tried to put the ghosts of the mansion's former owners to rest and listen to their stories, but this time, the mansion contained more danger. The ghosts were taking a more aggressive stance to scare the ghost hunters and protect the manor's secrets. The team was under greater pressure to both fight the ghosts and lift the curse. Lorenzo began to investigate the dark events of the manor's past. This investigation revealed the secrets of the manor and how the curse began. This information, however, created more danger for the team. As the ghosts and the curse grew stronger, eventually, the team reached a conclusion in the fight against the ghosts and the curse. Adara put the ghosts to rest, and Lorenzo completed the ritual necessary to lift the curse. The mansion was now free of ghosts and the curse. After successfully completing their mission, the team gained a better understanding of the mysteries inhabiting the gloomy mansion. But these adventures would lead them to new missions with more unknowns and dangers.